Oh, great Spider-Man. What should I do?
Hoodie Allen.
Alright, that is not Spider-Man's voice. Hey review family, keep it tight. My name is Jay Morris, the review guy, and I'm back again to bring you another video, and in this one I'm going to be covering the new Hoodie Allen project, entitled Whatever USA. So this is the fourth studio-length album by American rapper and singer Hoodie Allen, the direct follow-up to his 2017 record, The Hype. He's also released a fairly fair amount of EPs. Stepping into this record, I was curious to see what Hoodie was going to be able to do. Because previously I have liked some of his material, but have been lukewarm and a little bit underwhelmed by some of his other material. I will be completely honest, a lot of his very early material, some of his first EPs, his first record, do not really impress me. Pretty much same with his second record, although I was seeing a little bit more potential. I wasn't really that big of a fan of the memorability of the album. I didn't think it was doing too much interesting on the compositional front to make me want to come back to it. His 2017 record, The Hype, however, did feature this more emotionally vulnerable and emotionally resonant Hoodie Allen on the mic. Whether he was singing or rapping, he was coming across not only very relatable, but very heartfelt, which was something he had dabbled in on some tracks on his previous work. It just never felt like it was to this degree. And on Whatever USA, Hoodie Allen finds himself going into more of an accessible territory than pretty much ever before, with some very lavish pop rap type tracks. It's also much shorter than his previous record. The Hype was 40 minutes long and 12 tracks. Whatever USA is only 9 tracks long, amounting to 27 minutes. And to be honest, it is a fairly run-of-the-mill pop rap album, but it's the way that he executes it, whether it be his vocal delivery, whether it be a witty lyric here or there, that really makes it stand out. Like kind of on the first track, the kind of sampled beat sounds like something out of a Casey Neistat vlog in the best way possible. Whereas The Hype found him dabbling in more heartfelt R&B, if not alternative hip-hop beats, Whatever USA is a lot more accessible, a lot more high octane, a lot more energetic and fun and vibrant. Lots of sample work, lots of snappy beats, not too unlike a lot of contemporary pop rap, but just done in a little bit more of a tasteful way to where it doesn't feel so lifeless. Same with the production. I'm surprised that it doesn't feel lifeless considering how just completely perfect and pristine this production style is. It's not blowing me away. It's nothing that a lot of other contemporary artists don't do in terms of production, but it's just more tasteful. Hoodie also brings on some pretty nice vocal features, whether it be Christian French or Spencer Sutherland, the latter of which appears on the track Giving Up on Us, which has this swagger vibrato to the beat. Hoodie's delivery is pretty much the same as it is on the rest of the record, but it's just the beat that gives it so much life. I'm not saying that Hoodie's a nondescript vocalist, I'm just saying when it comes to his vocal acrobatics, he's not pushing himself to go out of his range or straining himself or going super deep in his register, super high in his register, which I think is perfectly fine because the beats really make up for it in the way that he comes across very relatable, very kind of just witty at times, emotional at other times, giving away his stories in this blunt, contemporary and accessible fashion with these lively, vibrant beats behind him. And I also will point out a lot of his stories are delivered in a nice fashion, such as on the track Hometown Kid, where it finds him recounting a lot of his past. And on this track, it really does bring out another thing I do enjoy about this record, how infectious a lot of the choruses on this album are. The choruses do embrace simplicity, much like a lot of pop rap or just contemporary pop in general, but it's the way that they just bump and bounce and have that infectious hook type quality. It really gets me most of the time. It doesn't really fall that flat at any point. More so, it can just turn up the energy occasionally and make it sound a little bit more, that really pops, that sticks, that... And it's pretty much the same with 60 Seconds with Glanny and Kyle featured on the track. It just sticks so much more often than it doesn't. Not to mention, this track reeks of Lauv to me. That is I'm not sure if that was an intentional influence, but so many of these tracks function like they could have been off of a Lauv project. This record isn't half as contrived as many other contemporary pop rap albums or pop albums. I think that Hoodie Allen executes it all very tastefully, and it's not the most expansive release you're going to hear. At the base core of it, it's still just this really fun, energetic pop rap album that you go into kind of knowing what you're going to get, but it more so succeeds from a beat standpoint, where I really do have to commend the production and beats on this record. It sounds good. Now, I'm not going to sit here and tell you that this record doesn't slip into some tropes and cliches for the genre too much, but it's not too gentrified, it's not too to the point to where it's just unlistenable by any stretch of the imagination. From a beat standpoint, a lyrical standpoint, and to a lesser degree, a vocal standpoint, I think this record does stand out in the major field of players right now, which I think is very impressive. Because Hoodie Allen isn't half as groomed as many of the other artists in the genre right now, but that's for another day. I think this record deserves a lot more attention than it's getting, and I highly suggest you check out this record. I do suggest it quite a bit, even though it's not the most boundary-pushing hip-hop release or pop-rap release you're going to hear this year. It's still fun while it's on, and it's the type of thing you don't have to think much of when you have it on. And it just has some great production to it, some great hooks to it, some great rapping to it, and some great vocal lines by Hoodie Allen. And I think all of this put together makes this record make up for its shortcomings, even though those shortcomings are more in the dissecting portion, in the looking at it from afar and saying this is what's going on, as opposed to listening to it and just hearing so much wrong with it. It's not really like that. On the surface, it's just a catchy-ass record. I'm going to be giving this record a 7.5 out of 10. And that is a wrap. Please stay for the end-screen links and videos that you might be interested in. Have you heard this new Hoodie Allen project? Whatever you say. If you have, let me know in the comment section below what you thought of the record. I would love to discuss it with you. Like this video if you enjoyed it. It will help me out a lot. And subscribe to the channel to join the review family today. We'd love to have you here. Smash that notification bell to be notified of my future uploads. My name is Jay Morris, the Review Guy. You know who it is. And I'm signing off saying farewell.